subscribe. You know you want to. 120,000 mile cold start launch. Once you start to smell burning paint, you know. What's going on, bro? Bro? Is this thing on? Am I really talking to the camera right now? Guys, what's going on? My name is Alex Whittick and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I've been on like a 10-day hiatus. I made that one video about making those holders and man, I'm just really excited to have the camera back in my hand. Today we're gonna be touching on the TT. I know you guys are probably excited for that. As you saw from the title and the thumbnail, we're gonna be ripping into the headlight on the TT. So let's go right ahead and start digging right into that, and I'll show you guys what's going on. When I got the TT, the headlight was actually broken. I didn't really know the situation of it, but I saw that it was sitting a little bit cockeyed. We had a pretty big gap right here, and I didn't really know what was going on. But once I took off the cowl that goes across this front section right here, I realized that these two tabs are broken. So today's goal is to go ahead and make our own tabs out of some sheet metal, and maybe this will help you guys out. So let's go right ahead, start ripping this thing apart, and we'll make some new mounts. Quick little intermission. I wanted to give a huge shout out to Dude What The. My TikTok, I made a little post saying, hey, leave a nice comment and I'll shout you guys out on the next vlog. And he left me a really cool comment saying how he followed me on my previous TikTok account that had 340,000 followers. I think that's really cool. He said since basically the first post, so that's awesome. Thank you to Dude What The, and get back to the video. Before we go ahead and rip into the TT, I want to remind you guys we're going to be doing a 20,000 subscriber giveaway, and ECS Tuning is going to be helping us out with that. So all you need to do to enter is subscribe, hit your post notification bell so you don't miss out on the rest of my videos, and follow my Instagram at tilted_TDI, and comment done down below. That is all that is needed, and let's rip into this TT. Since the bracketry is actually snapped off the headlight, all I had to do was just go ahead and finesse it. I pulled it out from behind the bumper a little bit. This ear, as you guys can see, there's a little bit of scuff on there, was getting stuck on the bumper. I was afraid I wasn't have to take off the bumper, but since the mounts are snapped, I just went ahead and pulled it out. It's really easy. So now we're gonna go ahead and remove the wiring, just undo the clips on the back side of the headlight, and this thing should pop right out, and then we'll try to recreate those mounts. It's a fairly simple process, so let's get right into it. So I've never had this headlight off before, but it seems fairly simple. Like most headlights, it's just two low beam and high beam plugs. So there's one right here and there's one on the top here. Looks like I'm just gonna have to finesse this thing with a little bit of love because, you know, as I figured out with this car, the plugs do break. So I'm gonna have to go get a screwdriver. So I went ahead and I got two picks and a screwdriver. I'm gonna leave the screwdriver to the side. I'm gonna take the most picky right angle out of the two picks. Got that one off, and then I could spin it around and really play with this little one, but we got that big one off, so the little one's the only one left. There we go. And the headlight is out. I'm really excited about this because what's awesome about this headlight setup is that the brackets aren't actually attached to the headlight directly. They're not like plastic welded. They're actually bolted together, so I can make my own mounts and make this work. No gluing, no nothing needed. We're gonna be making this out of mild steel, and it's gonna be awesome. So these two tabs right here, they come directly off the car. There's only two of them. They're an inch wide. They're about 2 inches long. We'll get all the measurements for that. They got these locking tabs into place, but as long as this thing is even bolted down, that is all that really matters. And I don't want to buy black housing headlights for this car just because the tabs are broken. So over here, there's actually one screw and another screw. So these are completely disattachable. So I'm gonna go ahead, take those screws out, and we're gonna make new tabs. So let's go ahead, take all this nonsense from out here and bring it inside. All right, so now that we got this inside the garage, I'm feeling much more confident about this. I was feeling confident from the start, and I hope you guys were feeling confident in my skills too. We haven't got this cut yet, and I'm feeling really good about this. So we're also gonna have to go outside and get some measurements. It's a little bit offsetted. I'm not really too worried about how all this is gonna fit up because I'm making my own mounts. But someone did try to glue these at some point, but I don't see the reasoning for trying to fix the mounts when you could just make your own mounts. These are completely disattachable. Glue is for setups where you can't you have to plastic weld and you can't just disattach something. So I think this is kind of silly, but these are black housing Euro headlights and they are super, super hazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these mounts made, but in the future, maybe sometime soon, we're gonna go ahead and get these all unhazed, unfoggied, and I feel like it's really gonna liven the car up. But as you guys know, in my state, we can't drive cars yet, and some people are telling me that I could just go ahead and just drive the TT as long as I have insurance on it because I can't register the car. So if you guys are from New Jersey and you have any other information on that, please let me know down in the comments, and throw the video a like if you guys are enjoying this so far. So let's go ahead, do some measurements, and cut these up. These screws aren't even tight. I literally, this is as tight as they were from the very beginning. So my thoughts on this is someone took this off. They were like, hey, this isn't gonna work. Let's glue the heck out of this. So I'm afraid that this is gonna be hard to take apart. Please, please, don't be a hack. I'm a hack sometimes. I just got this side undone and it looks a little bit loose, so I'm gonna pull, so this side wasn't even glued. That's awesome. So this little bracket right here is basically the rest of that broken mount, which is kind of cool, but it's a little bit recessed in, so we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna rip off all this glue. This glue is like wood glue, so whoever did this, you might watch my videos, you might just trying to be following along with your old TT, I don't know. But whoever did this, you used the wrong glue, bud. It didn't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this glue up. Look, I'm pulling it off. It's not the right glue. So we're gonna go ahead, clean this all off, get these measurements from the car, and just get cutting on some mild steel and bend it. So now we got all the glue removed on both sides, from the top, bottom, and the inside. We got these big chunks out of here. I'm now gonna go outside with some cardboard, some markers, and you know, a good old measuring tape. We're gonna measure that all out. We're gonna go ahead, gonna make some templates, and then we're gonna cut them out of 16 gauge steel. So I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys are as well, and hopefully this helps you in some type of way. Even if you can't mount it right up, you can still JB weld this setup together, and whatever you're gonna do, maybe this will help you. So I came outside with some 3/16 stainless filler and a measuring tape, and I made this. I went back inside and I actually had bent this up, but this is 2 inches. And it's just some 304 stainless. I bent it up into the place. So this is gonna be my little template, and that's how much I need to have it bent down. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's trace this out onto some mild steel, some 16 gauge, and make some tabs. It's exactly the same setup for over here, so I'm just gonna match them. Debating on just covering up the metal with this plastic so it still looks OE, but it has this little drop down, so I don't know how it's all gonna go, but I'm not gonna make this perfect. I just want my headlight to at least sit in place decently. I took that bracket off to see what this is all gonna look like underneath, for how I should actually run this to make my own brackets. I'm gonna take this one off. I don't know, once I get this off, I might still run it just on top so it just makes it look like it is OEM, or I'll just run the metal. But either way, you won't be able to see it because of the cowl, so I'm in a little bit of a limbo here, but I guess you guys will know when I know. Also, one of the things I've noted is that there's actually a really big hole in here, so this nut is able to free flow, and once it gets tight enough, it kind of does all the adjustments. So I don't have to get the spot on key with like a little hole and hope for the best. So I could drill one big pilot hole in this piece right here, and we'll fit up really easily. We have a lot of adjustments. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's make these things. I'm not gonna cut these crazy angles in here and stuff like that, because I don't really care that much. And they don't even have to be that wide. I will make them that wide, but they really don't have to be all that special. So I'll probably make them 1 inch wide, 2 inches long, and we'll work with it from there. I'm not too worried about this. I'm trying to keep this nice, simple, and easy, and it's gonna be covered by the cowl, so it's not a big deal. Let's get cutting on this. Subscribe, you know you want to. That's the first one cut out. Like I said, these are gonna be a crude cut, and they're not gonna be perfect. So I'm happy with that. Let's make a second one of these, and then we're gonna bend the little angle on, drill some holes, and we're gonna make some brackets. So let's go ahead and cut the second one. And there's the second piece. A little bit jagged. We're gonna have to clean up those edges, but not as pretty as the first one, but yeah. 2 pieces are cut. I'm gonna drill these out, bend them over, and I think we're just gonna spray them with like Krylol or some kind of junky spray paint from Walmart. So this is gonna go great. So as far as the first bend's gonna go, I'm just gonna need to have the bend be that deep, and then we're just gonna bend this one piece flat back, and we're gonna worry about one big pilot hole here, and then on that 90, we're gonna drill a hole facing inward so it can tighten up onto the back of the light and basically just be bent down like this. So fairly simple process. I'm excited. How about you? All right, so now I got this piece inside the vise. I'm just gonna take my torch. I'm actually gonna heat it up and bend it, because I don't wanna make a 90 bend and have the metal be weak. I want this to have some kind of structure to it. So we're gonna heat this up, give it a few hits with the hammer, get that 90 bent right over, and it's gonna be like OEM. OEM. Since I bent these 2 pieces, I'm on the step where I'm gonna make this 1/2 inch hole for adjustment on this. So I went ahead and made a little pilot punch. I'm gonna go ahead and take this little drill bit, and then I'm gonna take this 1/2 inch and make the final drill. All right, so I got the first bracket all mounted up. The other one has its holes drilled in it as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up, and you guys will get exactly the same look as I'm getting at it. And I'm envisioning this in my head, it's looking awesome. Okay, so I got this all tightened up. What I went ahead and did was I took the old plastic backing and I put it behind there, And this thing is so sturdy. Like, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go ahead, throw the other one on, and we'll make some moves. I flipped this over just so you guys can really get a look of how I'm doing this and how everything clamps together. Hopefully it focuses. Basically, once this all gets tightened down, it's the same exact concept flipped over. And on the back side of that, everything's sandwiched in there. This one, I'm honestly completely surprised about how tight that is. So it's time to bring this outside, mount it up to the car, check it all out, and then I'm gonna take it all apart and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paint this all black just so the metal doesn't rust. I don't want any rusty stuff on the car. The car is so mint, but yeah, I don't want it to rust. So I'm gonna paint those, but let's go ahead and see if they mount up well. Before we go ahead and paint these mounts right here, I definitely just wanna mount this up, see if everything works out and if the gaps are correct on this. So I went ahead and I removed these 3 bolts. We'll be able to move the fender or the bumper in case there's some fitment issues, but I'm feeling pretty confident. Yep, just like that, it slides right in. And wow, this is actually looking really good. This has got me really excited. So I'm just gonna test fit how this goes. And I'm glad I made these holes big like they originally were, because I'm able to get all that adjustability into there and push this one back and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and snug this side up because it's already looking like the body panels and the lines are really fitting up really nicely. But as far as the light swinging and stuff like that, I'm not too sure on how everything's gonna go right now. So I'm gonna push this headlight mainly all the way back into place where it's just snug fit. And then we'll check this out. If you guys are still watching and you're enjoying the video, make sure you comment down below in all caps, tilted. That'd be sick, just so I know who's watching along, who's enjoying it, who's engaging with the content. And let's check out these mounts. So I went ahead and I adjusted these a little bit more, and this is fitting up really well, just like this side. And I wasn't sure how close the gaps were supposed to be, but honestly, I knocked it out of the park. As you guys can see, this is a little bit offset. Thankfully, we had the opportunity to drill that 1/2-inch hole because we followed the original brackets, and this thing is just amazing. It's really sturdy, which is really cool, because sometimes when you make these thin brackets, it's not as sturdy, but I've never made something like this for a headlight, and the headlight doesn't weigh too much, and it kind of has a little, like a little pocket it goes into so it doesn't move. But let's go ahead and let's paint this. The lens of my camera, not liking that. Nope. Lens of my camera is clean. No paint is on there. That's good. So we got this right here. These are going to be drying. I'm going to give those about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come over here with my torch them up so they dry faster. Honestly, that's the best way to do it real quick. Mount that back onto the headlight, and we'll check out how the fitment looks and how it looks. That's the most important thing. How does the bracketry look? Well, guys, I'm kind of not ashamed to say this, but I learned this from Chris Rudnick. Chris Rudnick, if you see this in a couple of years, just know I'm a fan. Once you start to smell burning paint, you know to back off, let it dry, give it about a minute. It'll all harden up because you took all the moisture out of the paint, and she's ready to mount back up to the headlight. 120,000 mile cold start launch. This kid. Well, I thought I'd share this with you guys. I don't know who it is, but we don't have any stance cars around me. And I don't know. Sounds like a built long block STI to me. It's pretty sick. If you know who you are and you're just driving by the house, say what's good. Whatever, man, that thing's sick. But yeah. What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? Holy sh! Homie just busted a hole through the fence! Yo, back up, fool! Buck up, fool! Yo, he's about to charge me. This bear is about to charge me. He's sizing me up right now. Get out of here! Oh my God. Get out of here! Go! Go! Get out of here! Go! Go! Hey! Look that out. He's sizing me up. Yeah! Oh, Big J just snapped the fence. Well, we had a bear experience. We don't like bears around here, but let's fix this headlight and get inside quick. All right, so I didn't even think to film because I was so worried about the bear coming back. He actually did come back up the hill. I've got some fireworks here and I actually chased him away with it again and heard him run deep into the woods. So I'm not too worried anymore, but in that meantime, I did put on these two brackets and I mean, they look OEM. I'm really excited about it. So let's go ahead, mount these back up and let's get this final fit. Not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. I'm on edge because of this bear, but like I live in the woods, so I'm used to seeing bears, but I'm gonna go ahead, connect these back in, get this light in here and yeah, let's do it up. Headlights all tight, bumpers all tight, and let's check it out. All right guys, so the final result to this honestly has me a little more hyped than these stock ones that come on these Euro headlights. These two brackets right here are freaking awesome. I'm super stoked on those. I know you guys are as well. You can't lie to me. Those came out really, really well. Now, they are gonna be covered up by the cowl that goes on the front here, but we're not running the hood right now. We're not running the cowls right now, so it doesn't really matter. I'm stoked on that. I would run that, and I wouldn't even bat an eye. If there's a company out there that wants to send me some, you know, some beauty bolts or something like that to make these all, you know, shine up even on the Mark V, definitely throw it down in the comments and I'll get back to you guys. But yeah, this has turned out awesome. So, all right guys, well, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and that bear, that was crazy. The headlight looks awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed the headlight, make sure you guys throw the video a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Come on guys, subscribe. You know you want to. Hit your post notification bell so you guys don't forget about any of my videos. You always get that notification. Let's say you're sitting at home, you're doing something, and then boom, pops up. Now you know I have a video up and you're gonna go watch it and you're gonna enjoy it. It's gonna boost your day. Throw a comment what you guys think of the video. I love hearing the comments, and also suggest any other video ideas, something you guys wanna see on the Mark V or the TT. I've got parts coming in. Guys, I really enjoy you guys coming and watching the videos every single day. I haven't posted a car video in 11 days, which honestly kind of hurts me. Comment down below what kind of cars you guys have been working on. I mean, it's springtime and it's the time to build, so definitely let me know. We have the ecstuning.com link in the description, so if you guys need any parts, it helps me out, it helps you guys out, so that's awesome. Remember, comment down below, tilted, all in uppercase. That's awesome seeing you guys interact with the channel. And yeah, you guys just mean so much to me. I'm super, super excited to have this camera back in my hands. Like, talking to you guys is literally incredible. And we got a meet coming up this week. I think I'm gonna bring the camera, so let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see the vlog involve a meet, a car meet. That'd be pretty cool. I don't really vlog those, but it'd be cool to involve that. So that's gonna be the end of today's video, guys. I hope you guys are excited for the next video, and please like the video if you guys enjoyed, comment down below, and share it to a friend. All right, peace out, guys. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one.